Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm right on my hands is Vanity #1. We're doing a little catch-up of some Scout Comics releases that I haven't gone over in quite some time. Now, I did a written review of this way back in April, but you know what? It's been sitting around, and I really wanted to do a physical, or review of a physical copy. So the story of Vanity, it's based on a true story of this Elizabeth Bathory. And it's someone I had no idea about. It's history that I just was unaware. And after reading this, like, holy crap, like I went down the rabbit hole, did a bunch of reading, and like, this is some crazy stuff. So the Blood Countess was accused of killing hundreds of women and children. But the question is was it a witch hunt? Did she actually go and do this? So Vanity #1 is written by, let's do this way easier. So it's written by Jurii Kirnev and art by Natalia Tsarevnikova, lettered by Joel Rodriguez. It's a really interesting debut. For me, not knowing the story, not knowing the history, it feels slow. But it's a historical comic. It's going and taking us through the background of this and kind of building things up. For fans of history, I would say even vampires, they're gonna really enjoy this. And it's a story in this first issue. It begins at the end. Two gravediggers are assigned to reclaim a corpse, and then we kind of dive into the history of the person that they're digging up. And it takes us through her life, the beginning years to about age 12. And we get some really good idea of like the politics of the time, the struggles of her family, her rather odd for the time outlook at things, and her general upbringing. We get a good sense of who she is. As a whole, they kind of show her off as an educated woman who rejects religion, and then her family is very kind of desperate for soldiers and help, and promise her for marriage at a very young age. To help build up their strength. So to her father, she is an item to girls of that time. They're a item to be traded away and help strengthen the family. And then it's also interesting in that her mother, the way she treats her, it's very kind of doll-like. I never get a really sense that either parent saw their daughter as a human being, as a person. There's a sense of rejection, and that rejection, helps make sense of maybe what's to come a bit. This is a fascinating history. I mean, this is one that if you've not picked it up and gotten it, like, do yourself a favor and go get it. I don't think the second issue has been out. It's been quite a while, and let me see. I don't believe that there's been a second issue released yet, which is a little bit of a bummer because this was so good. Let's see here. I see a third issue available now. Second issue says July, but I don't remember it coming out. So who knows if it actually came out or not. Things are so messed up with releases, so I don't know. It might have come out and I just either missed it or whatever. It's definitely something I would want to go track down. Maybe I'll go see if I can track it down this weekend at my comic shop, or ask them to go get it for me. But no, nothing else. Really fascinating story, fascinating history, really cool stuff. So again, if you're a history buff, if you're into vampires, like, highly recommend it. The art is fantastic as well. Really kind of fits the time. It has that kind of like old look that I feel like you'd see in paintings of the time or books of the time or whatever of the time. Really kind of interesting, and it fits and really kind of matches what's going on in this history. So overall, really enjoy the comic, and I think it's some cool history, and I think a great example of using the comic medium to teach. So go get it. You might still be able to find this in comic shops. If not, well worth tracking down. Absolutely highly recommend this. Beautiful packaging, really nice thick cover. Props to this. I loved it. Loved it every time I've read it. So cool stuff. As I said, out in comic shops, you can go get this. We got a link beneath this video where you can find a local comic shop, put in your zip code. No comic shop will have some links underneath, probably, where you can hopefully purchase it. If not, good luck. If you want the latest comic news, you can check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, and TikTok, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.